Hi guys, good morning. You're back with Darren in the water station. Today, we're backwashing the machines. We're going to backwash this one. We're going to backwash this one. We backwash them every single day. Every single day where we've had production. Yesterday, all day production. So this morning, backwashing. Today, all day production. So tomorrow, backwashing every single day. If you have a few days off where you don't run your machines, you go on vacation or you have a break or a long weekend or something, even if they've been backwashed and they've just been standing, we backwash them again just to make sure. Now, I'm going to talk you through the process. It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty simple, but you've got to do it as a regimen. It has to be done regimentally, as in all the time, every single time. Your first two stages, you've got your mixed media filter here. This is your sand and gravel filters in here. Then you've got your carbon tank here. Both of these have, that one's out of place, bear with me. Both of these have 3-stage heads, or sorry, I should say 2-stage heads, because you've got your backwash stage and then your rinse stage, and then your service stage. Then on this one, we have the 5-stage head, where you have your backwash, you have your brine drain or slow brine, then you have your brine refill, then you have your, I forget what it's called. Let's go and take a look. Then you have your, where is it? Up here. The last one is service. What's that one? Fast refill. So there we go. So fast rinse, sorry. Not fast refill, fast rinse. Let's do this again. Up top here, you've got your backwash, you've got your brine slow, your brine fast, your fast rinse, and then your service. So we'll get to all those in a minute. Now, on every system, you're going to have your valve set up. And this one, if the valve is up on this one, like so, if the valve is up on this one, we're in the normal service position. All heads are set to normal, normal, normal. That's all in service position, ready for water production. So we'll turn on the raw water pump, we'll turn on the RO pump, and that's normal water production. On this side, same thing. That one's actually in backwash position right now, but we'll set that up. There we go. So now that's all in normal. As you can see, normal, 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 normal. So that's all ready for production. Now, some heads have these handle type levers like this. Some have these ring types like this. Does exactly the same thing. It's just a different style. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at this one. And over here, the first thing you've got to do on any of your systems is you've got to go from your production position. This is your production position right here. And you've got to change that down. So now we're in backwash position. So this basically diverts the water. Instead of going into the storage tanks, it then into the pure storage tanks, it gets diverted off down into the drainage system or your drainage storage, whichever way you have it set up. So once we got that, your first stage, make sure the machine is in the standby mode, so not running, not on, no pumps on. First stage is going to be, we're going to turn this one to backwash. This is your multimedia filter. This is your sand and gravel filter. Now I'm going to flip the camera around for a minute so you can see what we're doing. Bear with me. In here we have the 2 positions, and you always go to the first position. You hear the click, listen for the next one. Click. That right there, that's the backwash position. So once we're in that position, and it's only the one tank at a time that we backwash, only that one, so that's our sand and gravel. Then we come over and we start up the raw pump. So we start our raw water pump, and now it gets a bit noisy. We let that run for between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much backwashing we're doing today. Or more importantly, depending on how many gallons we filled yesterday. So if we had a busy day, we'll backwash for 10 minutes. If we only had a light day, we'll backwash for 5 minutes. So it depends on your production of your station. So that one is the backwash. Once it's run for a minimum of 5 minutes, although I prefer 10, although if it's run for a minimum of 5 minutes, then we're going to change the position again. And there we go. Let me just focus that up a bit. And then that goes on to rinse, like so. So once that's in rinse, clicked into the second position, we then back here to our raw pump, operate the raw pump, on she goes. Run it for another 5 to 10 minutes. I know I'm doing this quickly here, but I'll do a proper backwash when I'm finished with the video. So another 5 to 10 minutes on that one, and then happy days. Finally, of course, you go back to your service position like that, and that's your multimedia tank done. That's your sand and gravel tank done. Now, with your carbon tank, this one is the middle one, the carbon one. So if you're running a 3-tank setup like this, this is your carbon. Again, you're going to have 2 clicks. You're going to have your backwash position right there. And then after that, 5 minutes in that position with the raw pump. Then back to your rinse position, another 5 minutes. Shut it down. There we go. Happy days. So that's those 2 done. Now, these, let me point out something quite critical here. You will start in your, we'll call this the, what's that, guys, on the clock, that's about a 7 o'clock position. So 7 to 2 maybe, like that. You start there, and you always turn anti-clockwise. 2 positions anti-clockwise, and then you're working your way backwards clockwise, like so, to those 2 positions. The difference with the softener, now this is DI resin in here, guys, to our UK window cleaners who know what I'm talking about, softener. Now, with this one, basically, you're going to go to your broin slow first. Sorry, my mistake. You're going to go to your backwash first. The big difference with this head, you don't go anti-clockwise, clockwise. You only go to one way. So it only turns one way. You keep it coming around. Every position you go to, you hear all the clicks until eventually when you're done with the process, you end up back in your final stage there. So we'll start this one. We'll talk about this one now. So what we're going to do here is, can we see this? Can I get my finger out of the video there? There you go. So first stage we're going to go to is going to be backwash. And again, there we go, backwash right there. And of course, we're going to run that for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, your next stage as you come round is going to be your broin slow. So that's your broin slow right there. And that one, what you're going to do, there's no time on this. You can't do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This part over here is your broin tank, essential for cleaning your softener vessels. This one's your broin tank. Yep, it looks brown and grimy because it's all full of brine. We're going to do a video on cleaning this tank later today. So anyway, guys, when you're in your brine slow, this will go down, this will drain down. And ideally, you want it to drain down all the way. Take it down as far as you can. Once that's all the way down, of course, again, you're using the raw pump the whole time. So back here, let's just double check again. The raw pump, that one on, and that will drain the tank down. Then pump off. Always essential to turn the pumps off between stages. And then we're going to come around here. We're going to just focus up here. This is our brine refill. Now, as we start this stage, the brine tank will be empty. As we start this stage, bear with me, because I do get asked a lot about salt. Now, we're going to add salt to the brine tank. And we're going to add salt to the brine tank, and this is the active stuff that cleans your softener, of course. And I've seen a lot of technicians, oh, put half a sack of salt in there. Oh, up to you, how much. Nobody seems to have any solid math on it. And I've always found at the bottom of the tank, you'll end up with a big buildup of old unused salt. This scoop here, cut out from an old dishwasher jug here. This scoop, about this much daily, and I found that I get no buildup of sediment in the back, and my system runs an absolute dream. So that's about my daily recommended dose right there for you guys. Let me pop that down. Now, so again, now you're in the brine fill, and your softener tank here, you're in your brine refill. So you wait until it's up to about the line here, to about this line here. So it looks gunky as hell, but that's exactly how it's supposed to look in there. Let me get that bloody finger out the way of my video. Sorry, guys. So now, when that's refilled, of course, shut off your oil pump. Then we go to the final stage here, well, almost the final stage. And this is our fast rinse. And we run that for 10 minutes, and that just flushes everything through the system real quick. So 5 to 10 minutes on that one. And then finally, we go back to service. The service position means that we're ready for regular service. But what we do before we go to regular service is this one also has a flush on it. So we leave it in the backwash position, so it's not running to the tanks, it's running out. And then we open this extra valve, and this extra valve lets it all flush straight out of there just to clean any last gunk out. So we go back over here, pump on, and as you can see, that'll pump water off down into the drain. So happy days. Yeah, here to help. For my Filipino friends, please comments in English or questions in English. I should say my Pasaya, my Tagalog is not so good. You just seen us backwash this machine. This is my older machine, but it works to exactly the same principles. The only difference with this one is my head's a bit worn now, so you can hear a click on that one, but on these ones, you don't hear any click. It's been in service for about 3 years. So I always have to step up myself and just check that I've got my arrows lined up into the right position on the head. So that's how I deal with that one. But again, exactly the same principle. You flush it with your RO pump first, or you filter each stage with your RO pump first. There's the shut-off valve on this one for the backwashing, and in the back there, I don't know if you can see that there, in the back there, that's our flush lever sitting down in the backside there. So slightly different layout because I built these with 2 different technicians over the years. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these videos, guys. As I say, that's backwashing our water refilling station for purified water, and happy days. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you all in the next video.